Hello, it's Susan here from Kairi Cosplay, and today we're going to be making Kairi's accessories that she wears in Kingdom Hearts 3. For the main pearl pendant of Kairi's necklace, I couldn't find any beads that were that specific shape. However, I did find this pin in my local Joann's. It was one of their clearance jewelry items. And so, we're just gonna take a pair of pliers. Twist that open. To take that off of the pin backing. And now we're just going to close that back up. Now we have our base pendant. So we're just going to cut a piece of black elastic cord to the length that you want. And we're going to just thread that through the top. And come on there. And knot the ends. And now we've got a necklace. You can also trim off some of the tails there if that is bothering you. Now we're going to move on to Kairi's bracelets. We're going to start with some clear elastic cord, and we're going to thread on some beads, alternating a large one, a small one, a large one, a small one. And in the render for Kairi's design in Kingdom Hearts 3, she has opaque white pearl beads on her bracelet. However, in the cutscene with Axel, she has beads that are clear and iridescent, so that's what I decided to use, but you could really use either one you prefer. And we're just going to string them onto the clear elastic. And knot the end. Probably going to take a couple knots on this one because this elastic is really slippery. And after you've got as many passes through of the knot as you'd like, going to trim off the excess, and now bracelet number 1 for Kairi is done. For Kairi's second bracelet, the render design made it look like she had some sort of leather wrap bracelet on, so that's what I'm going to be making. I have never made one of these before, so hopefully it turns out. The tutorial that I used for reference was on Crafts Unleashed, so I'll put a link to that in the description box below. But we're going to start with some silvery gray leather cord. I got this from Joann's. We're going to fold it in half and knot the end. Okay, so next we're going to take some thread it through a needle, and knot it to the top there. And I highly recommend checking out the tutorial in the description below because they do a much better job of explaining it than I do, since this is my first time doing it. But we're going to take our needle, we're going to go around the side on the left. Come on there. Pick up a pink bead, thread the bead on, position the bead so it's in between the two strands. Then we're going to come around from the right through the center of the bead and pull tightly. Then we're going to come around on top of the left again. Pick up another bead. Position the bead so that it is in between the two cords. Come on. Then go on top and through the bead. And we're just going to keep doing that all the way down the bracelet. Once the bracelet is as long as you would like, then we're going to knot the end. The tutorial that I have linked below was using a button for the closure, but for Kairi, I'm going to be taking one of the iridescent beads from earlier and threading it on, as I couldn't get a good look at the closure on this. And then in the cut scene, it looked like there was some sort of flower charm hanging off the end of it, so I'm going to put that on there as well. So we've got the two of those, and now we're just going to knot the end. Okay, so now we have the little charm on there, and there was a little bit of a tail that was hanging off the end, so we're not going to cut it very close to the knot. We're going to be a little bit far away. We're just going to trim off the little bits there. And now Kairi's wrap bracelet is done. To make Kairi's arm cuff, we're going to start by cutting two of the cuff pieces out of some light pink cotton. Then we're going to apply fusible interfacing onto one of them. Then, putting right sides together, we're going to sew all along the edge, all around the back, and back down, leaving the shorter side open. Turn the cuff right side out. Then we're going to top stitch all along the edge, and on the raw edge we're going to zigzag along it to help keep it from fraying. On the shorter side I sewed on a buckle, and on the longer side hammered in some eyelets. And we're going to finish off the cuff by ironing on some round and square iron-on studs, following the directions on the back of the packaging. And with that, Kairi's accessories are done. For more cosplay tutorial videos, please subscribe, and thank you very much for watching!